Bird flu is spreading. The virus has already torn through America's dairy herds and poultry flocks. It's even jumped to other mammals, including humans. Are we increasingly on the verge of another health scare? To find out, we welcome Will Humble, Executive Director of the Arizona Public Health Association. Will, good to have you here. Update on bird flu. What's going on here?
Thanks, Ted. Yeah, so it's circulating around the world. It's this new H5N1 strain has been circulating in bird wildlife for a few years now. What's new in the U.S. is that it's really been attacking some big flocks of poultry farms, and even some here in Arizona, which has caused the poultry farmers to have to euthanize a lot of their animals and so forth. So it's at this point it's really an agricultural virus that's affecting the agricultural sector financially, much less so a public health issue.
But
for humans.
To keep an eye on, though.
Sure, keep an eye on. Right.
Okay. Is it spreading, or is it evolving, or both?
So it's spreading. It's spread basically from wild birds to more domestic flocks. That's the big shift. And then, as you mentioned a minute ago, it's been infecting certain kinds of cats, cattle. So farmers are interested in what it's doing. For example, when a cow gets infected, it hurts the milk production.
Mm-hmm.
And there's been a few people who work in dairy farms that have been infected, but it hasn't been bad symptoms or anything.
So what can be done to stop the spread of the virus, or to help keep this thing from evolving into something that really is serious?
So the evolution of the influenza virus is, at least I think it's interesting. I think you will too.
Okay.
So there's a lot of influenza viruses that infect birds, avian influenza. That's what H5N1 is right now. There's also human influenza viruses, like H1N1, for example. They're just basically infect those species separately. You get a new pandemic when you get pigs in the mix. So I know, it's like an intermediate host. And so the thing about pigs is they can be infected with the avian influenza. They can also be infected with human influenza viruses. And so when a pig gets infected with both, it can reassort the RNA. This is RNA on my tie. It can reassort, create a new version of the virus that can travel from person to person. That's what happened with H1N1. That's what happened in 1968. That's what happened in 1959. So new influenza viruses get mixed in pigs from both the human influenza viruses and then the ones that infect poultry, birds. So
pigs are the canaries in the coal mine.
Yes, there are the stick that stirs the drink.
Yes.
So that explains partially why most of the influenza viruses, that the new pandemics that we know about, start in China. Why? Because the kind of agriculture they do in rural China is there's ducks wandering around. I've been there. I've seen it firsthand. It was a long time ago, but ducks wandering around, people, and then pigs. And so that's how the pigs can get infected with both of those kinds of. When that happens, and it's virulent, meaning it causes dangerous symptoms, and it can go person to person, that's when you can get a new pandemic influenza. So the U.S. agriculture is really different. Like my wife's from Iowa. I've been there 100 times. You could see these hog pens. They're 100 meters long, but the pigs they don't get in contact with
They
birds,
don't mix and match over there.
And even really not very many humans get in there because they want to protect their pigs from the humans. They don't want a human going in there with a virus because it kills the pigs. We're getting a little off topic, but you get the point.
Yes.
And so that's what has not happened yet. We haven't had the reassortment to make H5N1 become something that infects goes human to human to cause a pandemic. That hasn't happened. It may not happen.
So watch yourself around pigs.
Correct.
Okay. Let's say someone doesn't watch themselves around. People aren't watching themselves around pigs, and it's jumping, and the canary is already doing what it does in the coal mine. Are we prepared if a pandemic or something up close to a pandemic hits this country? So everything depends on how dangerous the virus is, because you could say you're prepared for something. If it's super bad, we're never going to be prepared. I would say we were much better prepared 6 months ago than we are today. Why?
because so many of the research scientists have been fired, encouraged to quit. Research is reducing at the National Institutes of Health. The CDC talent has been leaving and encouraged to leave and getting fired. So the people that work in infectious diseases at the federal level have been leaving and will continue to leave because of what's happening nationally. And then the cuts that have been happening at the state and local level. Arizona had, I think, $250 million of cuts just in the last few months in various sectors of public health. So all of these budget cuts and the firings of people have a real life impact on how prepared we are to deal with new threats like an influenza pandemic or something else that we don't know about, like COVID-19.
Right. The cuts in general, especially the local cuts, which that's boots on the ground kind of stuff there, isn't it?
Those are people that have jobs, that work on antiviral distribution, that have those kinds of preparedness responsibilities at the national level with vaccine research. With being able to deploy a vaccine when it becomes available, like mass vaccination sites and so forth. Like, you have to have the infrastructure in place when the pandemic happens in order for you to be able to respond effectively. So that's the answer to your question. We're less prepared now than we were.
Less prepared to deal with a pandemic, less prepared to recognize a pandemic, or both?
Both. And globally, it's even, because remember, the U.S. has quit the World Health Organization.
Yes.
We paid our dues in 2025, so they haven't had a huge budget cut yet. So it's even internationally, the world is less prepared than we were.
All right, Will Humble, I think the lesson here is stay away from pigs. Thank you for joining.
Wrong message.
Thank you.